Welcome to Wilderness Explorers, where today we're venturing into the untamed world of the grizzly. Get ready to uncover their secrets, witness their strength, and learn how these incredible animals help keep the balance of the wild. The name grizzly comes from the word grizzled, describing the bear's silver-tipped fur, but it could just as easily stand for grizzly as in fearsome. These bears have captured human imagination for centuries, revered by indigenous tribes, respected by early explorers, and feared by settlers who entered their domain. Standing up to 8 feet tall and weighing over 800 pounds, grizzlies command attention. But behind that formidable presence lies a creature of surprising complexity, both a fierce hunter and a devoted parent, a solitary wanderer and a guardian of the forest. Grizzlies are found across western Canada, Alaska, and parts of the northwestern United States, from the towering Rockies to the lush coastal valleys of Alaska. They thrive in diverse environments: tundra, mountain meadows, dense forests, even riverbanks teeming with salmon. Each bear claims a vast territory, sometimes spanning hundreds of square miles. They travel tirelessly in search of food, water, and shelter, leaving behind claw marks on trees to signal, "This land is mine." And despite their reputation as loners, grizzlies are not antisocial. They often gather around rivers and meadows during the salmon runs, creating a temporary bear community that's both peaceful and tense. Every part of a grizzly's body is designed for survival. Those massive front shoulders, pure muscle, can dig through hard earth or flip over boulders weighing more than 300 pounds. Their claws, as long as human fingers, perfect for tearing open logs to find insects or carving out dens in the frozen ground. And their sense of smell? It's said to be over 1,000 times stronger than a human's. A grizzly can detect a carcass miles away or a ripe berry bush hidden in the thickest forest. Though they look bulky, grizzlies can sprint up to 35 miles per hour, faster than a racehorse for short bursts. And if you've ever seen one stand on its hind legs, it's not aggression, it's curiosity. They're simply trying to get a better look or smell of what's around them. Despite their reputation as savage meat eaters, grizzlies are actually omnivores, eating just about anything nature provides: berries, roots, grasses, fish, and even the occasional small mammal. During late summer, when salmon return to spawn, bears feast along riverbanks, catching fish with astonishing precision. You'll see a huge grizzly stand midstream, eyes locked on the rushing water, waiting for that perfect leap. Then, snap, dinner is served. These high-protein feasts are vital. A single bear can consume over 90 pounds of food a day before winter sets in. Because once snow begins to fall, it's time for one of the most remarkable transformations in the animal kingdom. As winter grips the mountains, grizzlies prepare for hibernation. They dig elaborate dens into hillsides or under fallen trees, lining them with grass and leaves for insulation. Then they sleep for up to 7 months. But it's not a true, deep sleep. Their body temperature drops slightly, their heartbeat slows to just a few beats per minute, and yet, if disturbed, they can awaken instantly. Females often give birth during this time, in the safety of their dens. Imagine that. In the midst of winter's silence, tiny cubs, no bigger than squirrels, are born into their mother's warm fur. Grizzly mothers are legendary for their devotion and ferocity. For nearly 3 years, a mother will teach her cubs everything: how to find food, climb trees, and recognize danger. She protects them with unmatched courage. There are stories of mother grizzlies standing off against wolves, moose, even male bears that threaten her young. And while she's caring for her cubs, she won't mate again. Her entire world revolves around their survival. But life in the wild is never easy. Only about half of grizzly cubs survive their first few years. The lessons they learn during this time, when to run, when to fight, and when to hide, can mean the difference between life and death. Grizzlies aren't just powerful, they're essential. As they dig for roots and insects, they aerate the soil, helping plants grow. When they feed on salmon, they drag leftover fish into the forest, spreading nutrients that fertilize trees. They're also seed planters. Their droppings help new vegetation sprout across their territories. In short, grizzlies are gardeners of the wilderness, shaping the land in ways we're only beginning to understand. Take them away, and the balance of nature starts to crumble. For centuries, humans and grizzlies have shared the same lands, sometimes peacefully, sometimes not. Hunting and habitat loss once brought them to the brink of extinction in many regions. But today, thanks to conservation efforts, grizzly populations are making a comeback, especially in Alaska and parts of Canada. Still, challenges remain. Expanding cities, highways, and climate change continue to shrink their natural range. Our actions, from protecting rivers to keeping our campsites clean, determine whether these incredible creatures will continue to roam free for generations to come. The grizzly bear represents more than just strength. It symbolizes the wild itself, raw, untamed, and resilient. To see a grizzly in the wild is to glimpse the very heart of nature, a reminder that we are guests in a much older, grander world. And if we choose to protect that world, perhaps the echoing roar of the grizzly will continue to thunder through the mountains for centuries to come. Thank you for joining us on this wild adventure. If you loved exploring the world of the grizzly bear, be sure to like and subscribe to Wilderness Explorers for more journeys into the heart of nature. Comment what animal you'd like to see next. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and keep exploring.